Hello, fellow community of entrepreneurs. It's Angie Knoll from Reconciled Solutions. I wanted to share something really cool that my client shared with us this week. It is for small businesses who have direct client billable expenses. So I wanted to show you this cool little trick. The thing is, if you have direct billable client expenses, meaning that your business is responsible for purchasing on the behalf of your customer and then charging them back for it. This can be really hard on cash flow. And one of our clients at Reconciled Solutions came up with this really, really cool way, I think, to help control the cash flow so that billable client expenses go directly to the client and don't necessarily mess with the business's cash flow. So the client that I'm speaking of is in creative services, and what they are reselling is purchasing like Facebook ads, social media ads, Instagram ads, things like that on behalf of their customers, and then they charge the customer back for it. Now, I can see this being used in other ways as well. If you are in contracting, if you're in home repair, you have to purchase products for somebody's home. They will pay you for them, but you need to make sure you're billing them, right? Because if you don't bill for it, you're certainly never going to collect for it. And it can be a struggle just to make sure that process happens real clearly. So I'll show you what they discovered with an app. I think it's just really wonderful. Okay, so the app is called Pay with Extend. And it says, if you can charge it, pay with Extend. So you create virtual cards from your existing company credit card and manage spending with better control and efficiency. So here's the way it works. Here's the Learn More button. American Express is one of the companies that works. So if your business has an American Express credit card and you hook it up with this Pay with Extend, basically what happens then is you can say, Customer Reconciled Solutions. We have an advertising budget with them, and the creative services firm is charging my company for the ads they purchase on our behalf, and they want to charge it back to us. So they would create a sub account within their American Express that is called Reconciled Solutions. And then every time they charge a bill to us, it goes in through American Express, and you can recognize it in American Express that this is for Reconciled Solutions. Isn't that cool? Now, I'm going to explain the whole process to you, but I think it's just super, super powerful, because what happens then is American Express hooks to QuickBooks Online via that bank feed, right? And the transactions feed into your QuickBooks Online. So what happens in QuickBooks, we'll pull that up for you, is then you can mark it as a billable expense to the client. You can even add a markup on it if you want to add a small markup for it. So let's walk through that in QuickBooks Online. I've got open Craig's Design and Landscaping Service, which is a test file, and we can do whatever we want in here and won't mess with anything. So if we go over to our banking and look at bank feeds, we are going to find that there's this MasterCard connected to the bank. So let's say that the MasterCard is the one that had a charge with client billable expenses. So just taking a look at this here, I see this Lara's lamination for $150. So this is the way I would add it. Okay, first of all, I need to add Lara's lamination as a vendor. Okay, so we've added that. I need to categorize it. At this time, I already checked. It doesn't have a client billable expenses. So I'm going to create an account for that. I'm going to mark it as a cost of goods sold because it is a cost of doing business. I'm going to ask my client to reimburse me for this. So I'm changing it to cost of goods sold. I'm calling it client billable expenses. Okay, so we're going to save this transaction. Okay, so now it's marked to client billable expenses. Then I put in the customer that it should be attached to. So this is where you look at the other website, the Pay with Extend, and you'd see, oh, this is for Reconciled Solutions. So then we want to bill it to Reconciled Solutions. So in this company file, let's choose Amy's Bird Sanctuary as our customer. And we are going to mark this as a billable expense. So let's add it to the QuickBooks bank feed. So it is now in the register. So then say it's time for billing. We're going to go over to sales. And here, let's find Amy. Okay, here's Amy's Bird Sanctuary. Oh, look at the first thing that comes up is this $150 expense for Lara's lamination. So if we choose create an invoice for this, we are then able to drop it into an invoice. We could even add a markup onto this. So say you want to add like a 5% markup or something like that, you would be able to do so. It's already assigned to Amy's Bird Sanctuary. So all you have to do is save and send. How lovely is that? So I was just super excited about this. Here's the thing. I think it could be used a lot in creative services, a lot in tech services, right? If you're purchasing computers or second monitors or other equipment like that. In the trades industry, plumbing, HVAC, things like that, where you're buying purchases on behalf of the client and then billing them for the expenses that you had. Oh, another one that I thought of would be design. So if you're interior design and you're buying purchases to make someone's home beautiful, this would be a great way to use this feature. So the real crux of things here, the heart of the matter, is that you're really able to use this to control your spending. So then everything in that extend account is already marked to a customer, and you're not able to forget to bill the customer the given expense, the client billable expense. It passes through. You can even add a little markup on it. So it's all just really, really well done. And I was very excited about it. It helps improve cash flow because it is a challenge when you're spending $20,000, $40,000, $80,000 on client billable expenses, and that's coming out of your business's cash flow, and you have to make sure you're billing the client back for that and collecting against it. So what a great way to stay organized.